Welcome back to Dad Built. When it comes to doing pest control yourself, it helps to have another DIY dad to bounce ideas off of, sort of like a DIY consultant. Today, I'm going to introduce you to mine. This is Reid, and he's my bug guy. He's a DIY dad just like me, but he's got a large property that's not in a subdivision, and I thought it would be cool to check out how he does his own pest control himself. Stick around. All right, so as promised, this is my buddy Reid here. Reid, I told everybody that you were my bug guy. I hope you're okay with that. The bug guy. The bug guy, all right. Reid. So we're currently on Reid's property and we're talking a little bit about pest control and what Reid does having a bigger property. And I'll turn this around so you can see big property, a lot of space behind it. I ask you, when it comes to pest control, what pests are you dealing with most around here?
Depends on the time of year, but I gotta say my number one pest that drives me crazy is the ticks.
Okay. The
ticks, because we've got all this land here. We back up to woods, to open field meadow. We got some wetlands. It's the metro park that's back there that's notorious for ticks.
Public enemy number one.
100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
What else are you seeing?
Mosquitoes are bad. Like I said, there's a pond over here. There's some wetlands over here. All the fields and stuff like that. Everything around here just holds water, right?
Okay.
Like the ground holds water like crazy. There's puddles that come up all the time. So mosquitoes are a massive problem here. So we deal with that as well.
So everybody knows, you're not like a pest control professional or anything like that. Mm-mm. This isn't your day job.
No, it's a forced hobby. I've had to become good at it because otherwise everything just takes over.
Are there things that you don't touch that you would call a pro for when it comes to pest control?
No.
All right.
No, not really.
I like that.
I used to have a bug guy, an exterminator, and it was just one of those things that eventually I just wanted to cut that cost because it's regular maintenance stuff. I called out one of the big companies to deal with ticks before. It's a joke.
How much money are you saving by doing this stuff yourself versus if you had to call a service for every little thing?
If I was to actually get a company out to treat my whole property, easily 4 figures, but the reality is anyone can do it.
I know one thing we were talking about before was mosquitoes. You said that's a big problem around here. Talk to me a little bit about like what is your overall approach to treating for mosquitoes?
Yeah, so I like to hit them from all angles, everywhere possible. I like this, we talked about this, it's great for ticks, it does all sorts of bugs, really effective. Also mosquitoes, spectricide, triazicide.
Okay, and so this is what you're spraying, like you're gonna spray this on the grass or on like the areas, okay.
And you can get a granular of this as well. I've had better success with this.
Okay.
I believe they also have a hose attachment version, right?
Okay.
So, or you could just take the concentrate, mix it into your own hose attachment, spray it in the yard if you have a smaller yard. A larger yard, you're gonna need the big sprayer backpack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Very good.
Spectricide, triazicide.
That's right. I like to deal with them in the moment also, right? Because just because you treat the yard doesn't mean they're not flying around. Again, Wondercide.
Okay.
It's good for that. Repels them, kills them. Also, you put it in the air. Citronella tiki torch.
Yeah.
Fuel.
Okay.
All right, this one is citronella and cedar. There's also just a citronella. There's a clean burning one. It comes out a little bit cleaner, but they're both fully effective. Pleasant smell, lights up the back deck.
Yes.
Mosquito dunks.
Okay. These
are awesome. This actually kills the larvae that they plant, right? Everyone knows mosquitoes are seeking out any body of water, still stagnant water, anything they want. Make sure you dump your wheelbarrow, you're filling puddles, the kids' water table, knock it over, all of that. But we can take advantage of that, right? We can lure them into the water, Just use a bucket, Home Depot, Lowe's, you get that, you fill it up, you throw one of these in, they lay their eggs, kills the larvae. A nice benefit is this is supposedly supposed to be, and I've never had any issues with my cats outside, it's supposed to be perfectly safe for them to drink because it's not harmful to them, it is to the larvae. Concern, simple fix is just attach a grate to the top of the bucket top and keep it covered so the mosquitoes can get in, but nothing else can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Mosquito dunks, check it out.
Mosquito dunks.
So just to recap, here are some of the things Reid is doing to protect his large property from pests. For ticks, he's using Spectracide Triazicide. He'll use both the granules and the spray. Reid likes to put down a perimeter with the granules and then use the spray for the interior space. And whenever Reid goes into the pastures or heavy tick areas, he likes to spray his pants and boots with Wondercide to keep the ticks off him in the moment. For mosquitoes, Reid's using a combination of preventative measures. He uses the mosquito dunks to kill the larvae and reduce the population. He'll use Wondercide lawn spray for further protection in the areas used by his family and friends. And finally, he fires up the tiki torches to keep the mosquitoes away when they're entertaining. I had gotten what I came for in this visit, but Reid wouldn't let me leave without showing me his latest project, building his own Carpenter bee traps. Check it out. All right, man, like talk to me about this Carpenter bee trap. What can you tell me about it?
It's simple. I mean, it's a simple, nice little design, real easy to make. Started out just 4x4 posts, cut it down. You can do that with a miter saw, hand saw, whatever you've got. Take a mason jar. And all I did was I took a 1-inch Forstner bit, drove it down into there. Just took another drill bit, took it at about a 45-degree angle on two sides, right? And the reason you want to take it at that 45-degree angle is to not let sunlight go into it, because that's important for later, right? So you want to reduce the amount of sunlight that's going in through those holes. Then once I did that, I spray painted the inside of the hole black, took the lid, cut the same hole in with the Forstner bit, spray painted that all black, 2 screws, just little, I think they're 3/4 inch deck screws. You screw it on. What happens is these little guys start seeking out wood, and here it's anything from the house, playground, deck, fencing that's everywhere, the chicken coop, any of that. So they seek it out. So instead you work with them. They travel down to the light trying to get out, and then it's all dark up there, not enough light going through. It's all dark as they see up into it. All right, they stay down here, and that's how you get them.
So if you had any question about does this work, it absolutely does. Reid, man, thank you so much for having me out. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, it was a good time.
Yeah, I'm really glad we were able to do this. I wanted to, show people a little bit about DIY pest control in an area that's not just a subdivision or a neighborhood.
Right.
So you got a beautiful property here.
Thank you.
And I think it's really cool to see what kind of setup and what kind of approach you have.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's always great having you out.
All right, brother, I'll see you.
Take it easy.